welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. My name is Taylor and I like to share lifestyle content, anything from travel to thrifting, fitness, even just romanticizing the day-to-day life. That's what I like to share. So if you like that kind of stuff, then stick around. So for this video, I want to do a little bit of a reset for the month because it is June. I don't know how that happened. Like, we're already 6 months into the year basically, and it's just flying by. But I am happy that it's June because that means summer, and that means the weather is gonna be pretty and sunny, and I'm just gonna feel more rejuvenated. So for this video, I just want to reflect on May, talk about how it went, if I achieved my goals, talk about June and what my goals are for June and for the summertime, and just really get ready for a new month and the next half of the year. So let's grab a coffee. I just pulled this out of nowhere, and let's just chat for a bit. So lately I've been setting smaller, more attainable goals every month just so I don't feel so bad when I don't hit those goals. So a couple of my goals were to eat healthier, which I kind of did. I feel like I fell off a little bit towards the end of the month, but nothing that I can't fix for June. I also wanted to learn 2 new songs on the guitar, which I did. I learned how to play You Belong With Me and All Too Well, the 10-minute version by Taylor Swift. If you can't tell, I was in my Taylor Swift vibes last month because I got to see Taylor in concert. It was really cool. So if you missed that video, I can link that down below too because that was a really good trip. Another goal I had was to do more content creation, more YouTube videos, because I noticed that from like January to March, April, my videos were shorter. They weren't as focused. I just felt like I wasn't feeling passionate about it anymore. So I kind of scaled back a bit and just did what felt good. But now that we're getting into May, June, I want to be more focused, get back to having weekly, regular videos, and just have better quality videos that I'm proud of. So that was one of my goals for May, and I think I did a good job with that. I think I had a new video constantly coming out. I was working on it, I was editing more, and I think I'm just gonna keep improving from there. Aside from the goals, I thought that May was a pretty good month considering how I was feeling. I was feeling a bit sad, a bit lost, which I've touched on in a couple of past videos because things have changed in my life that I wasn't ready for, and now I'm just kind of like, what do I do? But I had a really good month. I spent a lot of time with friends. I went to Philly and I got to see Taylor Swift in concert. Both were 2 things that I hadn't done before. I just think I had a lot more time for my hobbies and for myself, which has been really great considering I have been working a lot since college and I've never had a break this long. The longest break I've had is probably like a month in the last 5 years or so. So now we're getting into the 2nd month of not having a job, and it feels good because I have extra time for myself. But on the other hand, it's a little stressful. But pretend it's not stressful. I'm enjoying the extra free time for sure. Let's move on to June. So again, we're setting small attainable goals, and those are to eat more fiber because I just need to eat more fiber. I need to get my nutrients in. I'm not doing a good job. I want to be more active, not just at the gym, but getting up and moving around. I think in May, I sat around a lot, playing video games, reading, all that kind of stuff because I had a lot of free time. And I just want to make sure that I'm still getting up and doing things and not just sitting on my ass all the time. And I want to learn 1 song on the guitar. I did 2 last month, but this month I want to really focus in on learning 1 really solid and not just like knowing it, but performing it well to my standards. My standards are pretty low because I'm not a musician, but I like to play. So just to learn 1 and learn it well. Along with being more active, I want to be more present at the gym. I feel like the last few months I've been showing up physically, but mentally I'm not showing up. I don't really want to be there. I don't want to do the things that I'm supposed to do. And like, I'm doing them for the most part, but I could just be like not into it at all. And I want to be excited to go to the gym. I used to be very excited to go to the gym and work out and feel good. And lately it's just like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to be here. I would rather be at home doing nothing. And it's bringing that mentality into the gym that's not good, because then it's like I don't feel productive. I don't feel satisfied with my workout, and I want to feel like I accomplished something. So your girl needs to show up to the gym and with a positive mentality. So those are kind of the goals for June. Pretty simple. At the end of the month, I want to reevaluate my goals, because next month is going to be the second half of 2023. Like, we're already there. And I don't know how. I don't know what happened. And the second half goes by so quickly. So I want to reevaluate what my goals were at the beginning of the year, see what I've accomplished, see what I need to get done for the second half of the year. Oh, I also read 2 books in May. I read These Violent Delights, which I thought was pretty good. I thought it was a little bit long though, so it took me like almost the whole month to read it. And then by the time I was done with it, I just needed like kind of a palate cleanse. So I read Icebreaker, which is a TikTok popular book. It was cute and I liked it. I had a good time reading it. I didn't like the epilogue, which I'm not gonna do any spoilers or anything, but could have gone in a different direction in the end. But it was definitely a nice palate cleanser, because I've been reading a lot of like mystery kind of murder vibe books, and I needed something that just wasn't like that. That was simple, to the point, just no thoughts kind of book, if that makes any sense. So yeah, I read those 2 books, and then I also started what was supposed to be the May book for my little book club I have with my friends, which is As Good as Dead. I did start it in the end of May, but I'm not done yet, and I imagine I'm gonna finish it soon. But it's really good. It's much better than the second book, because all of us agreed that the second book kind of just wasn't like, it didn't make sense. It was kind of just like thrown together. It felt like the plot just didn't really do anything for us. But this has been a lot better, but I'm really scared of what's gonna happen next. So I don't have any reviews on this yet, but this is our May book. Let's get back to June and talk about what's on my TBR, because I have a lot of books on my TBR. So this is a little side tangent, but these are books that I would like to read from June to the end of the summer, and we'll see how much I can get accomplished here. But starting with the June book for our book club, it's called For Those Who Are Lost. I have no idea what it's about. I didn't choose it. I probably should look up what it's about. But yeah, it looked interesting. I just don't really remember the plot or anything, but I'm gonna read it for June because it's part of our book club. We each get to pick a different book every month, and my one friend Mackenzie definitely goes towards the mystery kind of books, versus I always pick the silly like rom-com books, and then Monts is kind of in the middle. She'll just pick whatever. So that's our book for June. Hope it's good. Moving on to like the books that I have physically that I've bought recently that I really need to read before I buy any more books, and that is The Silent Patient. This was originally what we were gonna read for June, but then Mackenzie changed her mind, so I bought it, and I'll read it at some point. I just don't know when. I've heard it's really good. I think a lot of people have had good reviews on it. I think it's been popular on TikTok. I've seen it on TikTok at least, which makes me a little wary because TikTok isn't always right. And then I have a couple of books that I bought recently that are just for me because I've been wanting to read them. I feel like this will be really fun to read in August, right as like it's about to be spooky season. I don't want to get too much into all of these books. I'm just gonna share what the books are. If you're interested, you can look up more, or this would require an entire video on just what's on my TBR. I've got Mr. Wrong Number by Lynn Painter. I've read a few of her books before. I like them, they're fun. Easy summer read. It's a rom-com, so it's on the list. Notes on Your Sudden Disappearance. I picked this up because it was buy one get one 50% off at Barnes & Noble, and I needed to find another book, or else how else am I gonna save money? And this one sounded interesting to me. I've never heard anything about it, so I picked it up anyway, but it should be good. This was a book that I found at the thrift stores, Everything. I read The Sun Is Also a Star, and I really like that book, and this is by the same author, and this was also turned into a movie, but I've heard the movie isn't very good. But this was literally $1 at the thrift store, so I had to get it. And then this book series I want to read maybe while I'm on vacation. It's The Summer I Turned Pretty. My friend Montserrat read the series and she really liked it. I feel like I'll like it. I read, what are they called? The series To All the Boys I've Loved Before by Jenny Han, who also wrote these books, and I really thought those were cute and I liked them. So this should be a really good summer beach read. And there's 3 books. I borrowed this from my friend and she hasn't gotten it back yet because I haven't started it, but this is also on my list. So yeah, that's like pretty much all of my goals, a reflection on May, my TBR, but we need to go do some reset things. We need to clean, we need to plan out the month. We've got a lot of shit coming up that I need to get ready for, and yeah, so let's go do that. Enough chatter. When June arrives, it definitely starts to feel like summer when you live in New York. Like, May is kind of like a little taste of it, but it's not summer until June hits. And now that I feel like a little more motivated for the season, I feel like I've reset for June. I think a fun little thing to talk about would be what's on my summer bucket list. Now, I am a grown woman, but I love lists. I don't care what the list is about. It makes me feel accomplished without actually doing anything. It calms me down. It makes me feel organized. So every year, I make a summer bucket list ever since I was probably like 14. And it does change as I get older. And I want to share with you guys a little bit about what's on my summer bucket list. So with this list, these are things that I want to do, and they can be done alone because I've noticed I usually don't have people to do things with. And why shouldn't I do things because nobody else wants to do them? I'm gonna do them. So here's some ideas. These are things you can do by yourself. You can do with friends, family, your significant other. I'm gonna probably be doing most of these things alone, and I hope I get to accomplish all of them. You got your typical activities like visiting the beach, and I don't just mean like a lake. I have to go to the ocean every year. It's just, it hits different. It's way different than a lake. The water is crisp. You get the waves, you get the beautiful sand. It's gotta be the ocean. I also love bonfires, sitting around making s'mores, hanging out. I don't get to do those enough. I wanna go camping. I never get to go camping. I went maybe the last time a few years ago. I have not been since because I just don't go do it. So it's on my list. We'll see. I want to do more yoga outside. More yoga in general because I don't do it enough. I do it every once in a while, and then when I do it, I'm like, wow, I really like yoga. Why don't I do this more often? And then I get back to not doing it. So I guess it makes it special that way. So more yoga outdoors. Enjoy the fresh air. I want to visit a winery. This has been on my bucket list for years. I still have not gone to a winery. I just want to go be cute, wear a little summer dress, try some wine, try too much wine, have to be dragged out of the winery. Another thing on my bucket list that was on my bucket list last year is to make homemade sushi. I love sushi. I need to learn how to make it at home so I'm not constantly buying it. And also I just think it would be a really fun activity and something different. So along with that would just be cooking new things, because I don't cook ever. I don't like to cook. I don't like making elaborate meals. So I usually make the most boring ass meals on the planet, which is like chicken, rice, and vegetables. Eggs, easy peasy, takes less than 10 minutes to make. Anything more than that, I'm lazy. So maybe part of my bucket list should be actually cook more. I wanna have more aesthetic picnics. I love picnics. They're so cute. You just get a little blanket, you get your little basket, set it up, you get to enjoy the sunshine, the nice weather, you get to eat outside. I don't know why that's such like a cool thing to do. It's just eating outdoors in the grass. But I like it. I like the idea. I like the aesthetic. I'd like to go to a new restaurant. There are so many restaurants that I've never been to, from like Utica to Syracuse, all over CNY. I need to go out more. I really stick with the basics, and I would like to try at least one new restaurant. I wanna have more game nights with friends, board games, video games. There's nothing better than just playing a board game with your friends. One that's easy to understand, because if it takes more than 2 minutes to explain it to me, don't bother. I've already clocked out. I would like to go to the farmer's market. One of the towns near me has a farmer's market every Thursday, and I want to visit it. I think it's cute and aesthetic, and I can get some cute little produce and grab a little coffee, walk around, just vibe out. I want to go on a solo mini trip, probably just like a weekend trip. Somewhere new would be nice. I just feel like I need to do something by myself, because I'm constantly around people that I live with, and I need to get away, even if it's just for a few days. So not sure where I'm gonna go yet, but I really want to travel somewhere just by myself. Just a few days. Just a few days alone would be nice. Ooh, I want to go berry picking. I have never been berry picking. I don't know if you can do that in the summertime. I feel like you do. Is it strawberries or blueberries? Both? I don't know. But like, I want to do that. Eat soft serve ice cream. Now, that's a stupid thing to put on your list, but when I think about last year, I think I ate soft serve ice cream like one time. Once. That is not okay. It needs to be more frequent. It's soft serve ice cream. You don't have it all year. And then when it comes to summertime, it's just like big chef kiss. More than once. I'd also like to try a new coffee shop. I've tried a lot of the coffee shops around here, but I know there's gotta be something that I haven't been to yet. And you never know. Could become my new favorite. I also want to watch 5 new movies, because I am notorious for just rewatching the same movies over and over again. And I need to really expand my horizons. So 5 at the least. I want to do more antiquing, go to some garage sales, estate sales. Even just going, whether I buy something or not, it's just cool to look at like all these old things that people used to have, and sometimes they're in really good condition. Whether I own them or not, it's still cool to look. I want to read 5 books, which is why I discussed my TBR earlier. Don't know if I'll get through all of those books. I would like to, but at least 5. 5 is a solid number. I need to reorganize my records, and I'm gonna show you a little clip of what they look like right now, because I have too many, I don't have enough space, and I don't know if that just means I get a new record stand or I get some more crates, but like, look at this. This isn't okay. They're all over the place. I need more records. No, I do need more records, but I need more record storage. I would like to go to more concerts. I don't have any planned right now, but I want to find one to go to, especially if it's outdoors. So that's on my list, is to find a concert to go to. And then finally, this is something I haven't done. I don't know the last time I've done this, is ride a bike. I can't tell you the last time I rode a bike. Maybe like more than 10 years ago. Like, not just a stationary bike, obviously, but like a real bike, bicycle. I genuinely don't think I've ridden a bicycle since I was like 12. Why is that something that we stop doing when we become adults? Like, we don't do those things. We don't roller skate or scooter. Not that I know how to roller skate, and not that I would scooter, but like, I feel like we just stop doing those things when we get to be old. So that's something that we should really start doing as adults. I think that's enough for this reset video. I hope you guys enjoyed this kind of chatty style of video. I hope this gave you guys some ideas for your summer bucket list, because I don't care if you're 15 or you're 45, everyone needs to have a summer bucket list. It makes life a little more fun. That's all for now. Make sure you like and subscribe before you leave, and I will see you guys next video.